All right. Let's make sure everything's good, that we're live. So how's everybody doing today? I don't know how many people are here, if anybody's here. We'll wait for some people to get in while I'm getting things situated. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Was it Patricio? Um, Pudgy, D. Wills, Ryan Henderson, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys for being here. Everybody else that's showing up, we got 94 people here already. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. We're going to be going a little bit today. I do have to take Harper to the bus stop, and then we're going to be streaming from 8 o'clock till about 8:30, maybe 9, depending on when Hayden gets up, because I have to take her to daycare as well. So, we will stay live while I take Harper to the bus stop, but then afterwards, um, we'll wait until Hayden gets up. And once Hayden gets up, I'm going to end streaming. But we're going to talk about the proposal. We're going to talk about Terra Luna Classic. We're going to talk about the markets because they are making some moves. I want to make sure audio is okay first because I know that tends to be an issue sometimes. It looks like we're good. Yeah, so let's see. Hey, buddy, any news in the Binance burn? Not yet. I believe they do their burn later in the day, so somewhere between like 8 and 9 is what I've seen for the past couple of burns. So no news yet, but I would imagine it's going to be pretty low. We haven't seen much volume that has gone through Terra Luna Classic, as well as they have that Binance Convert feature. That's just not going to be uh, that's not going to be well, it's going to be a lot on the Binance burn feature, but it's not going to be a lot when it comes to the burns or the volume that it has the fees. From India, well, thank you for watching. Good morning, Mac. Good morning, Mac. Good, thanks. Yep. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Did you hit the like button yet? I hate that now that I type titles all the time. Everything has a capital letter to start with. It's kind of stupid, but it's the way that I type now, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Let's see. Audio's good. Okay, thank you. Maybe the next OpenSea for decentralized finance. Good day, Matt. Hey, everybody. Lunar to the Moon. Yes. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, Matt, how are you? I hope it's all well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I can't complain. Hayden's finally going back to daycare after being off for a week, and we still have to pay for daycare as she's off because we reserve her spot, which kind of sucks that we still have to pay for daycare even though she wasn't there for a full week. But it's okay. We'll deal with it. Um, but yeah, we get to take her back to daycare, and now she can be with her friends, and then I have time to do a lot of the stuff that I normally do, especially on the other channels. So yeah. Good morning, Matt. Appreciate the extra review. However, a lot of info on that old website has been changed and now no longer meme themed. Okay. The old website, so they have a newer website. Why would they not link the newer website to their coin market cap and submit that up, or not coin market cap, but submit that update to wherever it was? I don't remember where I pulled it from. Could you please get at the dev for accurate update? Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm quite disappointed in your proposal. It hasn't gained more traction. I'm quite shocked, in fact. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more because we're having an issue with Terra Station. Um, and if you saw, all nodes actually voted abstain to the proposal, and I had to respond to them. So I'll show you guys in a little bit as to what their response is, um, and why they basically voted in the middle and not voting yes or no, or showing where their support lies. I understand where their thoughts are coming from, but I just wish their thoughts were brought to me a lot sooner. Good to see you. I'm a long-term subscriber, over a year. Well, thank you for subscribing for that long. I appreciate anybody that views, that watches, especially subscribes, and all of the members that have been members for such a long time. I mean, the membership is not that expensive. It's 99 cents, and a lot of times you get the benefits of, when we go to members only, because there's a lot of spam that comes up either in just subscribers. No offense. I'm not saying it's you. It's just people that want to scam people, but know that I'm subscribers only. So then they'll subscribe just to scam people or try to scam people. But then when we go to members only, you have the ability to chat and say whatever you need to say. And, we can discuss that. Final specs are being finalized on the new website. Okay. Good morning. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Liked and shared Facebook/Twitter as always. I appreciate that, Tennessee. I appreciate that, Tennessee. Jason. I can't speak. Maxwell, no way. All right. Let's go. Aptos. Yeah, Aptos is down right now. I watched your live stream where a developer for Linux stated they were already working on something similar to your proposal. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of ways to get that done. The issue is that people think that things just get done like this, right? Unless it has the coding behind it, has the full backing behind it, it doesn't get done like that. But what you need to understand is that there needs to be support for something like this. You can't just say, oh, well, we're already working on it, and then you put out the proposal and say this is the way things are going. You could do that, but you build up hype for what could be and what will be, so that we can get the manpower, so that people know that this is where we should focus. Because if we put the information out there, if we put the vote out there and say, this is where our head should be, this is where our man hours should be, then we will start to do that. The issue is that nobody knows that this would be a benefit because nobody's talking about it. So I decided to talk about it. I decided to put something out there, and hopefully we can get some things done. Now, I'm talking to some people that actually were in the process of creating something like this. But then you need the coding to back it, which you can go to, Edward Kim or, other Terra Rebels developers, or I guess leaders, if you want to call them. But I would go to some of those people and just say, hey, like, all right, how do we go about getting this done? And put in the work, the effort in order to do it. Now, I'm not a coder. I don't understand that. I just understand people. I understand how we keep the volume as high as possible on chain. I understand that. So it's way more than what people think. It's not just a coding issue. It's also, hey, get the interest out there, because the interest, and we all know, interest and popularity is the key to cryptocurrency success. So if we have that interest, then we can start really working on it and understanding how fast this actually gets done. Because without the interest, we just have one person, two people that are working on it, and they may be working on it slowly because it's not something that's kind of considered dire, or like, we need this now. But when you have the proposal out there and you say, hey, this can be a possibility, this can increase volume, well, now people are like, hey, you know what? Let's spend some time on this and less time on that. Once we figure out this piece and get everything situated there, now we can focus on whatever you want to focus on, right? So that's the idea behind it, right? So let me show you guys where we stand. Let me go back here. Let me show you guys where we stand. So this is the Terra Station proposal. As you're going to see, we have 247 billion votes on it. In the last, 2 days, we've received probably 30% of the vote, which I'm excited about the fact that they are actually voting. I think they should have voted a lot sooner. Is my proposal going to pass? I'm not sure. It's very, very close. And Peter Sun, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. You better grab those. I don't know how you grab them, but thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. There you go. There you go. You got a bunch of different memberships. D Wills, Swamp, Uncle Bam Bam, Farrell, Adrian, just for appreciation for all you do and reviews. I appreciate that, D'Artagnan. I really do appreciate that. You know, I try to do as many reviews as possible, and we can always do updated reviews on the NFA channel. You know, and just because I may not appreciate something or you know, look into a project and love that project 100%, it doesn't mean that there's not an investment opportunity in a lot of those. So whether I'm talking about just XRP, you know, XStrip, I'm talking about Lunic, I'm talking about Shiba Inu, I talk about Bitcoin, whatever, right? Reviews, you know, just give you another perspective, give you another a side of things, right? So you love my channel. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Great job. Thank you. But yeah, this is the proposal. We're at 49% yes, 50% abstain because of all nodes. You can see the vote here. So yes, you have Orion Money, BTC Secure, 1 star, Lunatics Validator, but then you have 18% that came from all nodes, right? And people were just like, some people were like, why vote abstain? Like, we understand we have support for it. I understand you, you know, maybe you don't know all the different details or if there's any details. So I'm glad that All Nodes does give a response as they do make their votes. So they put in this vote right here. So this is their breakdown. We are voting abstain on Terra Classic Lunic proposal 5966 is quite an abstract proposal without details beyond some sort of intention to add functionality. Questions unanswered at this moment. Who will implement this feature? Who will manage this service? Who will handle KYC? So this was on the 24th, right? After I put out a tweet here saying less than 24 hours to get this vote in, and then saying all knows KuCoin, Lunk DAO, it's your move. Which, you know, obviously they responded to that and said this. Now, I just put out a response tweet, which I didn't put, you know, hashtag Lunic in there, so it's not going to get a crazy amount of likes or anything. But I respect your opinions. I just wish the opinions and questions were brought, or questions, I was going to say questions, I didn't put an S, were brought to me sooner, and I weren't reading them for the first time in your end decision. This is not the final vote. It's an initial vote for interest / support, more or less. Thanks for voting. So it's very simple. It's great to be able to see them vote on it at least and give their opinions, but I wish that their opinions were brought to me a lot sooner. Because if it is something that's supposed to be like a discussion, they could have messaged me and said, hey, you know, what's your plan on this? And after this does pass, or if it does pass, the plan would be to obviously start to show or push towards, you know, Terra rebels, people that are leading this community really, and then also talk to some other people that we are in discussion with that I can't say who it is because we're not sure if it's actually going to work out that way, but we want to make sure that, you know, they're still on board with that and they found out a way to do this. If they have, then we can show that this is part of that support, right? So we can't really give out that details, but I could talk to all nodes about it to say who we are working with if they would have reached out to me, but they didn't reach out to me at all. I've tried to reach out to them. This is the third time, I think, reaching out to them via Twitter. So I don't know if their messages are actually, well, maybe they do have messages. So I could have messaged them and I didn't even know that. I just put out something on Twitter and you just said something like, hey, what are you doing with this? Where are you voting? Are we going the right way? All of that stuff. So I could have messaged them and said something about it. So I guess part of it is my fault, and we could have had a discussion about where we were going with this. But yeah, I just wish that their thoughts were brought to me a lot sooner, and then we could have moved forward. But this is literally just a vote for support. It's not saying that we are officially putting in the code and doing all of this extra stuff. Like, we're not doing that right now. I think right now we're in the process of just letting people know that all validators support doing something like this, right? all retail investors support doing something like this. The people in the community support doing something like this. So when we have that support, we have that buildup. We know that now we can focus on it. We can put those man hours towards that position, right? So that was my overall thought process behind this. It wasn't to pass something that's meaningless. It has a huge meaning behind it. Now, does it actually implement anything, you know, that will work right away or work at a certain block time? No, that's not the case. It's about understanding the support to gather the man hours. Because if we don't have the support first, we're not going to get people that can work on this, right? We're not going to start to take focus away from somewhere else and put it towards this unless people show that they support it. Does that make sense? So I don't know. I bought, let's see. Sorry for, going heavy on that. I just wanted to talk about this stuff. But yeah, guys, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, if you want to become a member, feel free to become a member. When we come back from the bus stop, from dropping Harper off, we're going to go to members only. So if you guys want to become a member during that time, feel free to do so. But we will maybe talk about it already, but I just jumped in. Anyone knows where the Binance burn is today? It hasn't come through, I don't believe. Oh. Do that and then do this. So yeah, it hasn't come through. I believe you have Binance burn still at 11 billion there. So it hasn't come through yet. The last couple burns, I believe, come through from 8 to 9 or something. So we can expect with that. Crypto V Tonic is doing well, but it has been here before many times. Hey Matt, I've been following your videos since 2021. Thanks a lot. I've learned so much from you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you letting me know, giving me that validation that what I am doing, what I'm saying actually works for people. Because the issue is that I know what I do can work for me, but can, what I'm teaching, can it work for other people? And I've seen that with so many different success stories that have come up, and people have said they've made, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 on single investments, and it's always great to see that, and it's always great to hear it. So I love the success stories. Selfish. Support Matt with dollars, and then we will believe you're not selfish. What? Who's selfish? I bought 2 billion Tectonic, and it goes anywhere in a couple of years. Might be a nice profit. Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm not the biggest fan of Tectonic, but it's definitely a possibility. What do you think about Lunic Blaze, the new burn portal? You are supporting it? So I haven't seen it. I've seen Lunic Blaze come up like 1 billion times here, but I haven't seen it. If it's just a burn portal, I haven't seen it or heard of it really. If it's just a burn portal to burn individual Lunic that you do have, that's great to be able to have that option to do so very easily. But I don't think it's going to be like a massive game changer unless you have a business that's looking to be able to burn easily without having to attach their wallet to like a game or to their business in general. So I think it's a great idea. On my Twitter feed, the Luna community are really mean to each other. I mean, some people. There's always people that are mean to one another. What exactly is the vote about? So this vote is about adding a buy button or a buy and sell button basically on Terra Station, so that you can be able to buy Terra Luna Classic and USTC directly from his DeAndre Ayton. Well, I've gotten that like a couple of times before, but I don't see it. But this is a way to buy and sell Terra Luna Classic and USTC on Terra Station. It's a simple way to do that. However, it's more complicated than people think, because in order to do that, you have to find a way to allocate coins, whether it's through another platform that already has the coins allocated to them, and then you can go ahead and purchase it. Or if it's just like you're doing it through a third-party service, another third-party service. But I think that's the best way to go about it, right? Make sure you have the coins in a certain place, a certain wallet, so that you can buy and sell to and from that wallet, right? Kind of like the exchanges do, and then go from there. But you need to be able to add the buy button and buy through a certain service or a certain exchange or a certain third-party platform. So currently working with someone and something, but there's no actual detail as to how this fully gets done. And that's why I guess all nodes came back and said, look, we don't know how this is getting done. And we don't want to just pass things that aren't going to have like all of the detail to it, which is, I guess, understandable. I love my community for sure. Why do we have selfish people in the Luna community? It was in a reply to his comment. I am very much like you, Matt. I don't have a selfish bone in my body. Yeah, it's not okay to be selfish in any way. I think there's probably in life, you should probably have 10% of your decisions end up having some sort of selfish act to them. The reason why I say that is because you want to care about yourself a little bit, depending if you have to take care of your family or something. If somebody asks you, like say if your family came to you and said, hey, I need $1,000 to get out of this hole, but you have to use that $1,000 to pay your mortgage, you're going to kind of be selfish there and say, look, like I would really do it, but I'm going to have to take this $1,000 and pay my mortgage. Like I can't risk not, paying my mortgage to give you this $1,000, which I don't know if I'll even get it back. Right. So like you have to be selfish in some of those situations. But I think majority of the time you want to be, you don't want to have any type of selfish bone in your body. Majority of the times, you have to think selfish sometimes, just sometimes. And I can't say I don't have a selfish bone in my body, but yeah. Stalkers? What about stalkers? I can't believe some people voted against this proposal. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of people that said no with veto. And then there's also the largest of the bunch, 18%. I mean, we have about 8 hours to vote. And you still have different validators that haven't voted yet. So Interstellar still haven't voted yet, and I probably should reach out to them to see where their head is, where they stand. KuCoin hasn't voted. Long DAO hasn't voted, and that's 9%, 7%, 12%. If they vote abstain, then you know that it's not going to pass. But I'm just happy when they vote, right? I'm happy that there's the engagement, especially with what's going on with Terra Station in general. As you go through here, there's a ridiculous amount of spam like proposals, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and they need to go. I talked about this in a previous video. We definitely have a problem with Terra Station. Do we think CRO can ever get some to the same price as BNB? They seem the same idea to me. So yes, there is a way that they can get to the same price. The issue is that right now, I think they're more inclined to getting to the same market cap, or more of a market cap, and be more valuable at the current supply. But if they decrease their supply a lot, then you're going to see that they can easily get to a way higher price. But it's going to take a lot of burning in order to get there. All right, so in 8 minutes, I'm going to have to go and get Harper ready. is the green yes votes, and that has to go over quorum, or including the abstain. So it's including the abstain votes. So if you get to these votes, then it reaches quorum. But if you have more than 50% yes, it will pass. So right now it's at 49%. So if we get more green votes that go through, so say if we get a vote from Interstellar and they vote yes, we are there, right? We are going to be at 46% or almost 47%, actually 47% in the total votes, and then we will pass. Which I understand where they're coming from here. I understand that there's not much detail behind it. I understand that I'm not a coder, right? I know some of the inner workings of cryptocurrency, but I am not a coder at all, and I understand where they're coming from. But there's a method to my madness, right? Or a method to this madness, and hopefully we can see a different projects, even if we physically can't get this up and running right now. I just want to be able to take some people from other projects that they are focusing on and focus on this. Because the first step to creating more volume would be to have some way to buy it directly on Terra Station. That's the first step to creating more volume. If you don't see an ability to buy directly on this platform, then all volume is still going to go over to the CEXs, whether we think it's not, whether we think it is or it isn't, right? All the volume is still going to go over to that platform, right? You can see the 22nd, we had this new burn tax implemented, right? We're seeing less and less volume that's going through here. We thought we would see more volume. We're seeing the same or even less volume. So now we have the 1.2% burn tax, and then we also have less volume. So how does that make sense? Did we increase in volume here? Because the thought process was that if we decrease this burn tax by a 6x, like if we divide it by 6, well, then we should see the volume increase by 6. That's where their thought process was, and then we would see it at the same burn rate. But why are we trying to get back to the same burn rate that we were before, rather than just stay at whatever burn rate we're at, right? The volume didn't increase. People are not buying more because we now have people can gain 1% more on chain. It was not the best proposal, in my opinion, to change the tax rate. But that's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, just like people are entitled to their opinion on my proposal. They're entitled to their opinion on that proposal. So how does Lunapug staking work, please? I haven't actually dealt with that yet. So I would have to dive into that, which I maybe can do a video on it today. Let's see. Harper better have gotten dressed. Let's see. How do you see the total amount of Lunic burn? To see the burn on penguins, just give me a ton of numbers. It just gives you a ton of numbers. So how do you see the total amount of Lunic burned? If you go up to the top, so once you go into what's the area? Top burners. Once you go into top burners, it's going to show you at the top the total amount that has been burned, including the burn tax, 22.76 billion. All right, guys. So I'm gonna have to take a minute. Harper, are you okay? What? Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Oh, you would do this, wouldn't you? Right when I leave. That was your plan. Thank you, DJ Trev, for figuring that out. Um, yeah, let me go to subscribers only. Anyways, I'm gonna go and get Harper ready um for school. So I'll be back in 30 minutes, or a little bit more than that. Geez, it's gonna be a while. Maybe 40 minutes. So if you want to stay here, you want to talk amongst yourself, feel free to do that. Um, but I will be back in 40 minutes. Let me see if I can bring something up on the screen. Uh, no, I don't want to do that. All right. I'll be back, guys. Just let everybody know. I have no way of putting it on the screen right now because I still have the vote. But I will be back in at 8 o'clock, basically. And we will talk for another 30 minutes or so, and then maybe 40 minutes, depending how long, um, depending when Hayden gets up. All right. So see you in a few. I'm actually freaking freezing right now. I don't know why I decided to go out there without any type of jacket or anything, in shorts, like it's summertime, and it's not. But anyways, hopefully, we can see this vote end up passing. And then we can really get started on this vote. So 5966 is the, and it's up in 7 hours. So we will see. There's a YouTuber, I won't mention his name, but he looks like a baby Cole Sanders. He drives me crazy with the clickbait, and all the experience he has. I'll bet he is no more than 27 years old. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but it's cold on the East Coast today. Yeah, it's pretty cold. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. It said it was going to be up to 65 today, but in the morning, it's never really the case. What is this actually about? 5966. So it's up on the screen. 5966 is about adding a buy button, adding a sell button to Terra Station. The easiest way we can gain more volume is not by just decreasing the overall burn tax, because that's not the issue. The issue is that it's easier to buy on these other platforms because you can buy on the other platforms. That's the way you have to go. So the proposal is about trying to figure out how to add a buy button to Terra Station, increase the volume based on people that are buying here just to stake, or buying here just to buy their Luna Punks or whatever, right? You're trying to do as much as you can, or create as much volume as you can on chain, so that we can see the burns. Because off chain, even though Binance does have an ability to burn, most people are choosing not to, because if they can go and trade through Binance Convert, right? Well, now they're not paying any fees, which means there's no Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now they're not paying any burns, which means, or paying any fees, which means no burns that are going through. So yeah, everyone in the chat probably already voted. There's 162 people here. I appreciate you guys for being here. We got 339 likes. Again, I appreciate that a lot. But what we need is all the validators to vote. We have 7 hours, and Interstellar hasn't voted. Lunic DAO hasn't voted. KuCoin hasn't voted. StakeBin hasn't voted. Thorchain hasn't voted. And I would just like to kind of apply pressure to them. I guess send out another tweet after I get off of here and say, hey, what's going on? Or put something in their message box or something. I don't know, their DMs, and we can figure something out. But yeah. Good day. Do you know how to withdraw the rewards in Lunatics token to MetaMask? I just want to test how to sell and get my Lunatics rewards. So how do you do it? You have to go into, I want to make sure I don't show anything that I'm not supposed to show. But basically, let me bring it up over here. Make sure of that. But basically, you just go in there and you should have claim rewards. And it should be fairly simple to do so. So if you go into lunatics.com, I'm gonna walk you through it verbally instead of showing you, because I don't know what I'm gonna show. But go into your staking area. So whether you're staking with V1 or V2, go into your area. I'm staking with V1. connect your MetaMask. Connect your MetaMask there. If your MetaMask is already connected, it should show how much your balance is that you have in your account. But it also, if you scroll down here, it should show how much you actually deposited in there. And then right next to it, it'll show your Lunatics rewards. So then if you go over to claim, so there's another button up top. If you go to claim, you can claim your Lunatics rewards or claim your Lunic rewards. So I have a good amount of Luna C that's still in there that I can add to my MetaMask, and I think I will. And I also have about 2.5 million Lunatics token that I can end up doing something with. So yeah, if you wanted to do that, you can go ahead and do that, claim it, and go on about your day. Right? It should be very simple by doing that. I think you do have to pay, maybe you have to pay a fee. Let me see. Let me claim it. So you do have to pay a little fee in BNB in order to do so. But then as soon as you hit that button and you confirm it, it should go through, and then the Lunatics rewards that you have down there should pop up as 0 after everything is fully confirmed. There we go. Now for me, it shows 15. So I can't show you because there's too much information on the screen. But yeah, it should be fairly simple to just go over to claim. And then you can also go over to the right tab where you have rewards, and it'll show you how much rewards you accepted in Lunatics as well as Lunic. So yeah. Matthew, thank you. I will test that now. Yeah. Make sure you're doing it on desktop. Don't do it on your phone. If you do it on your phone, you have to connect your wallet directly to there. Just do it on your desktop and make sure you have the extension and everything. I know that feeling. My phone doesn't understand South Louisiana / Cajun accent. Why didn't you put up a parameter prop instead of text proposal? Text proposal, even if it passes, won't change anything on Terra Station. it won't, right? What I want to talk about here, this is not the final vote. This vote is literally just to show interest, because whether people like it or not, there is interest in adding a buy button to Terra Station. Will this do anything to actually affect and add a buy button? Not by just passing this. It will show the interest, and it will be able to allocate man hours towards this. So then we can put a buy button on Terra Station, right? It's not saying that it will be 100% done, but once we get the coding done to add the buy button, as well as the full process, the third party, application or whatever, we get that in place. Now we can finally put through that final vote to say, this is how we're going to change Terra Station. We need TFL to make these changes, but we have to put the proposal through with the actual coding in order to add the buy button and what it links to and all of that other type of stuff. So this just shows the interest. That's all it's for. There should be more support once we do get a final breakdown of what it will be, but it tells people that this is a possibility. This will increase volume, and it will also increase, utility, right? So any more utility that wants to come on and use Terra Station as a whole, they don't have to go on the use a middleman like Binance or KuCoin to buy their Terra Luna Classic or buy their USTC, and you can go on about your day knowing that you can buy directly on here and increase volume and all of the above, right? Just think of the original plan of the 1.2% worked on and off chain where Lunic would be already. Yeah, I think, see, the 1.2% for me, and I've said this time and time again, the 1.2% for me is not too high. It was not too high at all. It was perfect. I think it actually could have been a little bit higher. I think 1.2% is not going to scare people away that they're going to receive 99% of their investment. Now, will they choose greed and will they accept something to where 1.2% is not a thing? Yes. If there's an option to do that, they will do it. The issue is that you need to take away majority of those options. If you take away 90% of those options, then most people are not going to choose the other option because it's more difficult to buy on those platforms. And those platforms are also more likely to fail than anything. So no offense to any of the lower platforms, but they're more likely to take aggressive moves in order to succeed. And if you have a bunch of Terra Luna Classic and literally the whole exchange functions off of just Terra Luna Classic, all of the revenue, all of the bottom line, that's not a good sign for an exchange, and most people won't take that risk, right? So if you have the top 20 exchanges, which is 96% of the entire of all volume, right? The top 20 exchanges, then we could see the 1.2% implemented perfectly. But we didn't have that because we didn't have it implemented perfectly. I think we needed to create that discussion to say, all right, KuCoin, Binance, every single exchange, we need you to do the 1.2%. It'll increase the value of Terra Luna Classic, increase utility. It'll get us to where we want to get to faster. And within this next year, we can turn this into a way bigger project than what it is. But now what they are doing is, we kind of didn't really have this discussion before. We had like kind of bits and pieces here where it's like, hey, Binance, are you going to do this? Well, let's wait until the on-chain burns happen, right? Hey, KuCoin, you going to do this? We're not going to answer your questions, right? And then now it seems like none of them are answering any type of questions to get anything implemented. But we could have had this done if we would have just said, all right, let's figure this out. Let's take some time and discuss this. And make sure that 1.2% is good. We don't need to pass a proposal to get it to 0.2%, which now has the same volume, the same exact volume, and gives us less burns. It's not giving us anything more. And I'm not saying that I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, well, you know what? It's been a couple of days, it's not working. And then we go back to 1.2%. I think 1.2% is perfect. Let it go and let it run its course. And then once we figure out if exchanges are going to get on, then they do that. But 0.2%, what is that really doing? I mean, my Galaxy Fold works for claiming Luna T rewards and stuff. I love this phone. See, I wanted the Galaxy Fold. I think the Galaxy Fold 4, right? That just came out. But I have the Galaxy Flip. And it probably does support it. I don't know. But I have the Galaxy Flip and I wanted the Fold, but I just don't feel like I use it enough. Like I would open the screen enough in order to use. But I do watch a lot of like YouTube videos and TikTok and all this other stuff. But I feel like TikTok's just better with the single screen. Maybe. I really enjoy seeing everything green all day yesterday. I didn't even check anything out yesterday. I was super busy yesterday. We went to go see, I was busy on Saturday. We went to go see, what the heck's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. Oh my goodness. Tom Segura. We went to go see Tom Segura and it was good. It was a good show. We were almost late, but then we weren't at the same time. But yeah, we went to go see him. It was fun. And Erica got to gamble for the first time, and that was fun to watch. We took like $100 and we just gambled, and I was like, the purpose is not to. I mean, if you can win something, then you can win things, but the purpose is not to just win. It's about the experience of doing it right now. Now, if you're investing or you're not investing, if you're gambling with more money, then the goal is probably to win rather than just to have that experience there. But less money, it's just about the experience. So I was like, take $100. The buy-in's 25. So go ahead and do that. She ended up getting to like $175 or something. So she almost doubled her money. And then I was like, just keep going. The experience, the rush is what it's all about. So then she started betting 2 chips, and obviously went back and forth. She went back to about 75, then went back up to 150, and then again it was about the experience, and it was just fun to watch because she was getting so excited. She was like, "Oh, I'm making good decisions." It was so good. But yeah, that was fun. Um, but yeah, we were in Atlantic City on Saturday and Sunday actually. But then we came back, so we're pretty busy yesterday trying to make sure everything's situated, getting things cleaned up, and all that stuff. And Matt has talked about Tonic before. He doesn't really like it. Uh, Too much held by few wallets. Yes, that's exactly my point. I do have it on my list of cryptocurrencies to talk about. So I believe my next coins I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 today, breaking down different coins. And then we're going to get into the new list, which the new list, it seems like 38% want to talk about CRO on this next video. So we're probably going to do these videos here that we're going to make are going to be, there may be 3, right? And we're going to do those today, hopefully. And then we're going to have 2 more videos. We're going to start doing 2 videos a day on that other channel because it seems like there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that people want to, talk about. So yeah, I'll answer that question later. Let's see. Excuse me. I didn't claim rewards, Lunic and Lunatics in the site, but those rewards are still staying in the website. Rewards, or you did claim it and they're still staying in the website. Rewards Lunic and Lunatics not showing in my MetaMask. So it's not showing in your MetaMask directly. It should take a little bit to show in there. The actual, so the claim you should see go through. So like for me, if I bring mine up, for me you can see like if I claim something. So if I claim Lunatic's token or I claim something else, then I can basically do that. So you can see that easily on your MetaMask. I'm tired. Why am I tired? Tectonic hold a lot, a few people when it blows up. A whole bunch of people are gonna jump in. See, I wouldn't disagree that if and when it blows up, that a lot of people will jump in. I wouldn't disagree. I'm just saying it's not for me. Um, I think yes, you can see anything make a huge move, and majority of things will make a move because right now we're in more of a bear market than a bull market. So when we do get in that bull market, pretty much everything's going to be running. So you're not going to be able to miss with an investment if you're invested at this point or even lower, depending on what the market does. You're not going to be able to miss from that low point to where we get to. I'm at the way Metagloria Metaverse looks. Hope all these games add utility and description of Lunic. We need utility. We do need utility. You're absolutely right. And I think we will get utility. We're getting a bunch that's obviously on the table right now. And, even just looking at something simple like Lunapunks. I mean, it's an NFT to where you're literally using Terra Luna Classic. People have to buy Terra Luna Classic in order to make that move. And when you go through that transaction, 0.2% ends up getting taxed. So it's a big deal. And that's just a small form of utility. Any thoughts on Exodus Metaverse? Not at the moment. Yeah, I haven't looked into it, but not at the moment. And when I think of metaverse, I'm always thinking of the top metaverse, plays. So I haven't looked into it. I haven't seen any type of breakdown from it. Explore the world of blockchain, gaming, plus NFTs, and what the future holds. So this Exodus crypto wallet. So yeah, I haven't looked into what the Exodus metaverse is supposed to be, um, and how it differentiates itself from any other metaverse there. Bringing peace and mind to Solana NFT ecosystem. You know, you can pick up Solana NFTs on OpenSea. That's Exodus. Just trying to figure some stuff out. What is actually Tectonic? I will be breaking down Tectonic in another video as long as people want to vote on it. So we have this vote that's on my Patreon to where we can talk about different cryptocurrencies. I think I'm going to do two at a time because there's so many different cryptocurrencies that I need to talk about. And Tectonic's on here. It's just nobody has voted on it. We have 13 votes on here. People want to see CRO and Grove. So that's probably going to be the next two that I end up talking about there. So yeah, if you want to go and subscribe to the Patreon, feel free to subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description. And, you know, now that Hayden, I'm going to have to take her to daycare today, but now that Hayden is going back to daycare, I can now upload a little bit more and, you know, discuss things a little bit more. So at 8:30, I'm going to be taking her to daycare. I'm going to be ending this live stream, and I will, once I get back, I will create videos on, I forget what it is. Because I did one on VET and Xtrip. I'm going to have to do Mona, YFI, and YFI 2, and then also ALCX and break all of those down, which may be a lot to go over 3 different cryptocurrencies in a video and, you know, read through what they're all about and where my positions hold, or if I hold any positions there, or if I want to hold any positions, all of that stuff. So we're going to be talking about these 3 there. So yeah, definitely go and check out the Patreon. It's my page, and you can join the Patreon today. We haven't talked about really any cryptocurrencies and how they're moving right now. Happy Caddy Crypto has it on his channel. Luna used in it. Nice Richard. If we had it, maybe okay. Exodus looks amazing. Pre-sale comes out Halloween. Good morning, Char. Actually, Exodus does look amazing, and I don't play games, so for me, it says it's interesting and fun, speaks volume. What is Exodus y'all talking about? Matt, so are we taxed when we earn staking rewards and then taxed when we cash out also? No. So anything regarding staking, you're not taxed on, which it would be great if we were taxed on it, because that's like the free money side of it, which should be taxed, versus people that are, you know, spending their hard-earned money and, you know, getting taxed on the money that they put in there. You know, obviously that's still a big point, but I think every transaction that goes through the system should be taxed. I don't care what it is, it should be taxed. Announced, Luffy Token announced that they are accepting SHIB as payment for their marketplace. My idea, by the way. That's good. That's great, actually. DJ, not financial advice. Been venturing other aspects of crypto lately. That's good to hear. Moving up in the world of development. All right, so let's see where the crypto market is. It's good to see that things are green. I don't know if they're starting to come back, but right now you're seeing a 1% increase in the crypto market. Ethereum's up to 1,350. Bitcoin's up to $19,411. BNB is up to 274. XRP is at 45 cents. Cardano is at 36 cents. That's actually, you know, pretty low. Not Cardano, Solana is at about 30 cents, $29.10. You scroll down here, Polygon is about 90 cents. Shiba Inu is still on the verge of, gaining and losing that zero, dropping and adding a zero. Let's scroll down here. Avalanche at $16. Cosmos at about $12. Kronos, that's at $10.50, almost 11 cents. 31 cents for Algorand. Quant is at $176. Still up 2%, down 17% over the last 7 days. Let's see. Terra Luna Classic, 0.0002331. Sitting up 2%, down 11.5% over the last 7 days. ApeCoin, that's up, and over the last 7 days, it's up the same amount, or close to the same amount. Aptos, that's up to $9.67. That's freaking phenomenal, because I just invested at $7.40. So seeing that Aptos is up that high, I'm all for it. I mean, I don't know how high it actually went in the last 24 hours, but it seems like $9.87 is a high. So basically, I've gained $2. I gained $80 off of my $300 investment so far. It's a $300 investment? Yeah, about $80. Because I invested $300. Technically, they only invested like 89, and I was able to gain a good bit, about $2 per coin, and I have 38. So I'm looking at about $80. That's good. That's a great investment so far. Now, will it be something way bigger? I decided to put something in Aptos because of the potential, the hype that I see with it. $1 billion in volume, which is down 42% over the last day. If we look at the high, we could see this was at $10 as of the last month. It's only been live for, I don't even know how long. Not for long, a couple of days. And we've seen this recently just at about $10. So good investment that I made. And it was more of just like a get your foot wet investment. I had a chance to invest more. I could have invested, $1,000 or $2,000 if I wanted to, but I decided to buy a little bit to get my feet wet. Getting your feet wet is a good way to enter a position. It doesn't mean that you buy everything that you could possibly buy because you want to see things, grow. Like you want to see it grow like heavily and it gets up to a $10 billion market cap and you 10x your investment. That would be phenomenal, but not everything works that way, right? So I just wanted to get my feet wet to see what it was. And if it failed, it failed. It was a $300 investment and I can make $300 elsewhere. However, if I can gain my initial investment back, I will take my initial investment. Is it too late for Aptos? I don't think it's too late, but it's definitely at a way higher point than where I talked about it, which was $7.40. So I don't think it's too late. It's just you're going to have to be a little bit more cautious if you are going to make an investment. I'm really ready to see my first 10x. I know, I hear you. It's when you get to that feeling, it's so amazing. But, obviously sometimes you make that move and you make a lesser move in something that's going to 10x. But then when you get that one where you're like, I truly believe this is going to 10x, and it does, and you invest a boatload, it feels so freaking great. It really does. Eric Reader, thank you for becoming a Redder. I don't know if you're saying Reader. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm horrible with reading. So I'm not a reader. But I would imagine that's how you say it. Eric Reader, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's got to be Reader. The same laptop I was using for streaming. I did see something that you were having issues. I jumped on your, I think it was a live stream yesterday, and there was some audio issues for a little bit. and I literally was in there for like maybe, I don't know, less than a minute. It was like 30 seconds. Not saying like I didn't want to watch it. I just wanted to see what it was about, what was the engagement and all that stuff. But I think you were just getting started. Reader, yep. Okay. Well, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it, Eric. Um, welcome to being a Make Money member. And benefits is that we do members only chats. I said we were going to do members only chats when we came back, and no one reminded me. I literally was swamped with kids stuff. But we will do a lot of members only chats, especially on the days to where we can just go straight through from 6 to 8:30, and have that 2.5 hour stream, and all that stuff, and any type of videos that we can obviously put up, that would be great as well. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Unfortunate that it happened, man. It was a good AMA. That community goes hard for. Why were you having issues? Was it just something with like your microphone, Trev? Because a lot of times it's like that connection. If you had like bad audio, then it must be the microphone. I'll tell you what, this microphone here is pretty cheap. So it's like $27 on Amazon. You are gonna need what's it called? Phantom Power, which does come with it. So I believe I have something in the description, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's still there because it's like sometimes the post doesn't work. I don't know how I would do this. Because this microphone is good, and I've had it for a very, very long time. And yes, I do have a little bit better of a like soundboard or with Phantom Power, but I think I need a better one anyways and a better mic because I've had this for so long, and it was only like $27. But I think it's a little bit more expensive with the Phantom Power, and you want the Phantom Power so that you get the compressed audio and just like smoother audio. It's a little bit better. So let me see if I can affiliate links. No. Yeah, it seems like everything is. There's Amazon store. Yeah, let's go to the Amazon store. Let's type that in. Let's see where that is. And I could bring up YouTube equipment. And yeah, it's still here. So if we go to the Amazon store in the description, so all the way down where it's affiliate links, right above affiliate links, you're going to see Amazon store. There's a lot of different stuff on here that I actually use. Don't worry about the computer. This computer actually needs to be taken off of here. I don't use that computer anymore. That's the computer that actually broke down on me. But what I do use is this right here. So this microphone, this newer microphone, that's $43 with Phantom Power. You hook it directly up to your computer. You should be fine. You can go directly in the aux area, or you can actually have a splitter and do an aux to USB, and you can put it in there, and that should be simple. So I don't know. Maybe it was settings, or maybe it was microphone based, but I do like this microphone. It lasted me a long time. Came with the arm, and then also has the Phantom Power with it. It gets the microphone, the whatever the heck that is, pop filter, and then you also get all the other stuff. So, and you get this cover like I have now. So it's the exact same microphone. All right. Use my settings got all screwed up after I used the laptop to to DJ Saturday night. Yeah. Well, as long as you can find a way to fix it. How do I get a link for that Amazon? So in the description, you're gonna see the Amazon store. So if you go in the description, you're gonna go all the way down to affiliate links. The first link is my Amazon store, and that store is just all equipment that I've used in the past. Now I'm not sure if all of that is completely up to date because I haven't updated it in a while. Um, but yeah, I've recommended books. I have my PC build. This is when Erica had her wallets that she would recommend that are on there. Then also, some golf equipment, all that other type of stuff. I do want to put a lot more stuff on here. This is when I talked about credit cards a lot. Some of these wallets are really good. If you guys are looking for a really good wallet, not that one. If you guys are looking for a really good wallet, this wallet right here, I like. It's better than some wallets that I've ever used. Like a lot of wallets that I've ever used. The Buffway wallet, I have like a bunch of them. I don't even know where my wallet's upstairs. But I have like 3 of them, and it is phenomenal. Right? It has so many credit card slots, everything. You want to check it out if you guys are interested in a new wallet because it takes away that brick wallet that you had. I had one of those, not really like super brick, but it was like definitely thicker. And now I can barely feel it like in my back pocket or front pocket because it's so slim that it doesn't really take up any space. So, anyways, yeah, go ahead and check out that store if you guys want to. There's a lot of different stuff on here that's really interesting. I could tell you these are the specs for the computer. So I had all this stuff implemented here. I have a Radeon 5080, and I also have Samsung 500 gigs. I do want to upgrade my computer as well because it can't take on these 3 screens. Definitely an issue. They're done with wallets, Matt. It's all about card holders. What does that mean? The wallet looks great. It is. It's a really good wallet. Like I recommended it to a couple of people, and they were like, "I love this wallet." I used to hold so many different receipts and extra stuff in my wallet, and now this keeps it very slim. I have no issues with it. I keep it in my back pocket or my front pocket, and it does not take up too much space, and it feels like I just have a an old school phone in my pocket, and not even that, like a razor phone, basically, like an old school razor to where it was so thin in your pocket, um, like you don't even feel it. It's fantastic. I actually want to order some more. I'm looking for a slim, sleek wallet. I hate those thick leather ones. And my slim one is starting to get worn out. You should bring one to the Profit Hand store. Probably, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I haven't ever thought about like creating wallets, but I think that they do a great job. I would love if they sponsor me. I don't think I've reached out to them because I use their wallet, I promote their wallet, and I will continue to promote their wallet. Um, so I guess I will have to. I haven't reached out to any companies for like sponsorships. I should probably do that because sponsors are a way to obviously make a good amount of money on YouTube from how many followers you do have, how many supporters you do have as well, and also make it a little bit more comfortable, even if YouTube apparently, um, didn't pay any of the super chats that came through in one day and didn't pay any of or didn't have anything monetized for that day either. I think it was like the 12th. There was 2 days in October to where it was not monetized, and I can see my volume completely drop down or my revenue completely drop down. Views were there. I can't withdraw or claim my Lunatics rewards to my MetaMask. The rewards are still in the site. That doesn't make sense. How are the rewards in the site? Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me bring this over here. So you're telling me, right, that you went over here. So what you did was you went to Lunic Rewards. You went to claim. So right here, you went to claim. You claimed your Lunic Rewards or Lunatics Rewards and claim your Lunic Rewards. And you're saying that it didn't go to the site. Do you have BNB? So when you do this, when you go and claim your rewards, so say if I go and claim it, right? I claim my Lunic Rewards. It's going to tell me that it's going to charge me a certain fee. If you don't have any BNB in your wallet, the transaction is not going to go through. It's going to fail. So once you confirm this and you add it to your wallet, it'll take a while to say how much is actually getting taken out, and now it will go to zero. Same thing with the Lunatics Rewards. You'll be able to see those. You can claim those, and it'll go to zero or whatever it goes to, right? So then once you go over to metamask and you go to your assets, you should be able to see the increased amount, which I do see the increased amount that I ended up gaining. So I don't know what's going on. If you're actually going to be able to see it, I don't know, but this should be simple. You should be able to see the amount there. I don't know. Hopefully that helps in a way, some way, somehow. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys, because I have to go get Hayden up. So sorry that this was like a weird live stream to where I wasn't here for a longer period of time than I expected. I expected for Harper to get basically fully ready, but she didn't. She had a sad morning this morning, so I felt like I needed to be there and help her with everything. So I did. EJ, I wonder what PC makes Matt look better. Wait, I look horrible? Is that what you're saying? I look bad? Let me turn on this light. I think I still look horrible. No, anyways, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter. I will have more videos that come up on my other channel, the NFA channel. So if you guys do want to subscribe to that, definitely go ahead. Sorry, definitely go ahead and subscribe. I went to the wrong place. I don't know what I'm doing. Definitely go ahead and subscribe over there and get yourself your daily dose of new cryptocurrency that we like to talk about. So if you go over to my main channel, click on associated channels, go to NFA channel, NFA investing. You're going to see all the different videos that I have done in the past, all these different reviews that I've done. So if you want to subscribe to that, definitely go and subscribe. But I got to get this child up. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Everybody that commented, that became a member, that sent super chats, I appreciate you guys. I really do. But like I said, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.